Hello, everybody. This is Gary. Today is Monday, February 6th, 2023. It's 3:42 p.m. Eastern Standard Time in the United States in Rochester, New York, and this is my Coping with Schizophrenia blog entry for today. Today I'm not feeling too bad. I went out and did my walking exercises and my physical therapy exercises. I went to the store and did some food shopping. I'm making this video as part of my daily schedule. I did some work on my computer. I already meditated twice today, and I will meditate a third time later tonight when I take my night meds. The meditation helps me with anxiety and to some degree with my paranoia, delusions, auditory hallucinations, and depression. Um, I'm seeing my peer support specialist, I believe on Thursday. Um, I'm seeing my urologist tomorrow. It's just a follow visit. There's nothing wrong that I'm aware of that my urologist needs special attention to. Um, I will be seeing my therapist next week. My peer support specialist, who I'm seeing on Thursday, is a person who is a consumer of mental health services who has a mental health diagnosis. In her case, obsessive compulsive disorder, OCD. We have different diagnoses, but um, we still have some things in common: persistent, unwanted thoughts, rumination, that kind of thing. So she's very helpful to me. Um, I'm seeing my psychotherapist once every 2 weeks, just because winter is more difficult than other times of the year for me, as it is for a lot of people who have a mental health diagnosis. Not everybody does poorly during the winter. Some people actually do poorly in the summer or the spring. Depends upon the individual. Um, had a pretty rough weekend. I was very tired, didn't get much accomplished, didn't stick to my daily schedule on Saturday or Sunday. I was feeling very anxious and very agitated, and I slept most of those 2 days away. I was sleeping on Saturday, and the water in my kitchen sink was off. But I live in a very large apartment building with hundreds of apartments, and all the pipes are interconnected. So even though my drain in my kitchen sink wasn't clogged in my apartment, it was clogged somewhere further down the line, and other people's dishwater started bubbling up into my sink. And by the time I woke up and noticed that it was happening, my entire apartment was covered in about 2 inches of water. So I had to have maintenance come in on the weekend, vacuum up the water, and they repaired the damage to the clogged pipe this morning because the water was still backing up through my kitchen sink. Didn't flood the apartment this time, but the maintenance people were able to come up and unclog the drain that was backing all the water up into my apartment. Um, Luckily, the rug that I have in my apartment is like an industrial strength rug, the kind of rug you would find in somebody's office building. It can take a lot of abuse, including water, dry out, and be just fine. So that part took a couple of days to dry up, but the water dried up. I just got around to cleaning the kitchen today because the water, as it backed up out of the sink, was carrying a lot of black gunk that got all over my countertops, got all over the kitchen floor, managed to get its way into the bathroom floor and into the rug. But the rug doesn't matter so much. All I need to do is vacuum the rug. It's an industrial strength rug. It can take a lot of abuse. So that just had to dry out. But I didn't get around to cleaning the kitchen until today. I had to scrub down the countertops and the floor with bleach because it was the only thing that would get the discoloration out of the cupboards and out of the floor left behind by the water that had backed up into my kitchen sink. Because it wasn't just water, it was all the shit that the water was carrying that carried throughout my entire apartment. Luckily, no electric appliances were damaged. I was able to move most of them before the water reached them. Uh, this kind of thing is common in this building because this building is very old. The apartment itself is not bad. I have no complaints about having a place to live. It's just that the building is like 53 years old. Pipes break down, they get backed up, water leaks, water backs up. I mean, this is the second time my apartment has been flooded. The other time the apartment was flooded, there was a fire on the 10th floor, and unfortunately, somebody died. But the water they had pumped in to put the fire out went down through the air ducts and flooded some of the apartments. And so when the fire department turned on the fire hoses, a lot of the water went down the air ducts and things like that. And my apartment got flooded. That was about a year and a half ago. Not complaining. I have a place to live. It's just that it's somewhat frustrating sometimes. Um, and it's just a big hassle. That's all. Like, comment, share, subscribe.